125 in the 450 class. We'll see how he gets the jump here.
Working their way into the first turn. Maybe that's the number 17.
17
of Josh Tickner with 4.2 Moto scores. And it was Josh Tickner. He's got 15 minutes to try to hold off 40 other riders here in the 450C class. Josh has 4.2 scores. Wants to go out with a 4.21. We'll see. Oh, through the 10 commandments, my man's off the side of the race.
Wow,
Somebody
that
just
was
punched you in the stomach there. You just went, no.
Yeah, he just OJ'd the triple and completely faced the 4 and just slammed the bars.
Working their way back into Storyland, your leader of the number 17 on the KTM, Josh Tickner. See if Tickner can really try to dip out and keep that number 14 and the rest of the gang behind him. 450C class, we are 8 motos in here, so the track should be good. They just
they just did the track
about
prep,
everything. They watered it. They ran the skiddy out there. They got all the tractors out there. So
I saw them prepping the 10 commandments, so they should be pretty fresh.
Yeah, they backdrugged those. I saw that into the sandy little beach there.
Not many lines right now.
Now they just worked it all out. Yep.
Pretty wide open.
Middle part of the racetrack, I believe. I don't think it's the number 17 anymore. It's the number 80. Made the pass. I'm listening for the sweet sounds of that 125. Probably going to be buried back a little bit. You wouldn't expect him to get off the start super strong, but it's going to be the number 60 out front on the gas. And we'll wait for our little cheat sheet. That is Blake Broderick out front. And Blake has 10.31 scores, but Lance Geiss is in 7th. 117 scores, already good enough for the championship if Lance can hang in there. Yeah, it would have to be a catastrophe for Lance to lose this thing.
He's got a pretty, like the 1-1, that's definitely helping him a lot.
Yeah, especially with all the inconsistency behind him, the 2s, the 3s.
Yeah, the C-Class, they tends to have a little bit more of a up-down week compared to, say, a B-Class or the Pro Sport.
Into the 10 commandments, we are here on lap number 2. Broderick, Patton, Burrs, Schroyer, Mills, Pittenger, Geiss, Blankney, Sterling, and Ehlers round out your top 10. Early though, that's going to change. So they're going to go 15 minutes in this one. Josh Tickner credited with that whole shot.
Yeah, as we're back into Storyland, I can see Lance just going around people, just making the moves quick.
He's looking them over, too. Did you see that? The number 14 on your screen there. That is in the number 7 spot, but not anymore. Lance Geiss is moving forward.
Sure, he's up to 5th or 6th.
Yeah, top 5 probably. Yeah. There is Geiss working his way towards that beach. There is the lead group of riders. He's probably going to be in the tail end of that shot.
He's in 4th.
What a ride. What an opening couple of laps. He is quick with the passes. And there is the number 14. We've got you trained. We see you on screen.
Yeah, I've been watching him a lot more this year, and he has been looking good. I raced him a couple times in Iowa, not raced him, but saw him there, and he was just going for it.
Looking for him as they come across right in front of us. Still the same leader, and Lance is back in 4th. You are right, the 125 in a sea of 250Fs and 450s, up and over that Camelback over the tunnel jump.
Lance goes off the track.
Didn't go down. Went off the side of the step up there.
Slid off the face.
Over by the billboards, that's where we'll pick up our leaders. They'll come into the mechanics area. Take a breath there, Lance. Now, that is one way you can toss this championship away. Like right now, if I'm his pit guy, I'm like, hey, settle down, man. You're right where you need to be. You can finish 8th place and still get this championship.
I'm sure he wrote on there, push or breathe or something just to
settle down.
Going.
How about that?
Yeah.
Calm down. He is passing for 3rd. Now, the speed is there. Like, at this point, he has to know he's got enough speed, so just trust it. You don't have to force passes.
Yeah, no, he has it for sure.
So there is Lance on the left side of your screen on the number 14. He is working on the 61 of Justin Burge.
Looks like the track is a lot more flat today. prepped it for some rain.
Don't blame them. It was raining everywhere when
But
I
here,
drove in.
yeah.
But here, we got very, very lucky here. And that's tricky for a family if you're like, okay, what are we doing here? What are we doing about the tires, the goggles? How do you prep that bike? You prep it a little differently, you know, if it's a splashy, wet affair.
Yeah, you may want to put a little bit of foam in between the pegs and the brake, and just to keep the mud from packing in there.
All right, 4-way battle now for the number 1 spot. Broderick on the number 60 machine, Chase Patton with the 43 machine, Burge on the 61, and Geiss on the number 14. But Geiss, good Lord, he about tossed it away again. He's right behind. He's still in 4th. Burge just in front of him.
He's at a big disadvantage on the 125, but I think he's been riding it for quite some time now. He's got it down, so he knows what to do.
Thank you, Miss Cochran. All right, so we've seen him almost toss it away. We're watching the number 14. He's got 1-1 Moto scores. That's why we're kind of interested in Lance Geiss's ascent here. We're working on our 3rd lap. And we
looks
are
like he just
about
made the
halfway
pass
through
at
here,
the
about
finish
6
line.
minutes into this race. And Geiss will jump into the number 3 spot. He is credited with that. Not firing through the crowd quite as quickly. They're all about the same in terms of lap times. 2:05, 2:05 for your 1st and 2nd place. Geiss was quickest with that 2:04. Past the mechanics area, Geiss can look over. He probably read.
Oh, he's looks like he stalled it.
Man, hit neutral there.
Yeah.
He's going to have to pass this guy again. This guy's like, seriously? The sun looks much brighter than it really is on that TV screen. It's not that bright. It's very overcast here.
Yeah, pretty dark, actually.
Going into the 10 Commandments, and the 43 of Chase Patton giving chase, trying to get around Blake Broderick. And Geiss has made the pass again.
Oh, he goes down.
And he goes down. Come on. They got the clutch
Settle
in,
down.
kept it running.
Nope.
Did not keep it running.
Not.
So we're going to see what Lance Geiss, what a wild moto here. Where is he going? Is he going all the way around? That's not going to work. You seeing what I'm seeing?
Yeah, but I think just the way he was angled literally like straight towards the next bump. He couldn't really get back on the track in the turn. So that was probably
well,
the
there's
the
somebody,
best
I
move.
guarantee you, that was videoing that. They'll be like, hey, wait a minute, you can't do that. We'll let the AMA sort that out.
Yeah, it's not our move.
It looked like he cut across the racetrack and just picked it up. We'll see. We'll follow along with the number 14 of Geiss. And he's got to sort this out. He's got to take a breath here.
Yeah, settle down.
So I'm sure they have the same scoring, I believe. Have you been over to the pit signal area? Do they have the timing and scoring over there?
I'm sure they do. I'm not entirely
You don't know.
sure.
You just have no clue.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, they used to. I know that before the flood. I just didn't know if they wired it back up for scoring and timing. I have not been over there to see it. Normally they do, and they can see the moto scores and the math's all done for them, like it is for us. It's our cheat sheet. Well, it was 113 scores for Lance Geiss, but that has changed. He has almost crashed about 14 times, and he has crashed to match the number on the bike there. The number 14 now got some work to do. Geiss is going to slip down a few spots.
Still in 4th.
He's in 3rd. Unbelievable.
Oh, he is in 3rd.
He's in the same spot he came through. He can crash and still come through in the same spot. So let's give you your top 10 running order brought to you by Thor. In the number 10 spots, it is A.J. Greenwell. Vance Bruce is, well, Greenwell drops to 9.
Blake
Bruce
must have went down.
Vance Bruce is 8th. Jordan Pittenger is 7th. Matthew Sterling 6th. Here's your top 5. It is Schroyer, Herring, Geiss, Burge, and Broderick leading this thing. So Broderick the whole time has led this thing, with the exception of the whole shot. He's had complete control of this race. Man, it is a wild time with Lance Geiss here. He's now working on, I believe that might be a Burge on the 61.
Yeah.
All right.
He's had quite the
Very
heart rate spike.
Yeah, he's had a very eventful moto here. 14 years old, though, man. Hard to tell a young kid. Settle down. You know, they just know one speed and it's wide open. And sometimes when you slow down, that's when problems happen, too. So he's probably got a championship on his mind. Lots going on in that little 14-year-old's brain right now.
Yeah, I'm sure he just wants to keep picking them off, but
not crash.
Yeah, he's
not crash.
Well, when you focus on not crashing, you're also focusing on crashing.
Because you are thinking about crashing.
Because when you tell yourself not to do something, you have to think about doing it in order
not to do it.
Not to do it.
A lot of, it's gotten very mental up here, folks. I hope you're following along. Middle part of the racetrack, Lance Geiss still going after Burge. There's Burge on that number 61 Gas. Geiss on the number 14 KTM. Your leader still the number 60 of Blake Broderick. He touches down and he comes right into the finish line turn. Broderick is cruising.
Yeah, he's got the lead, just cruise control now.
Yeah, he'll come across right now. He just flashed in front of us on the number 60 machine, and then their second, third place riders are coming right at us as well. There's the 14. I believe he might have made the pass. Geiss has done it. All right, that's the third time he's had to pass this guy up and over that step up. So 1-1 and now 2 scores for the 125 rider of Lance Geiss. He's already crashed once. Yeah, he crashed about 6 different times.
If he just calms down and stays where he is, he's got it by 10 points.
Yeah, he can give up 8 spots and still win this thing.
Yeah, he's
10 minutes have elapsed. We've got less than 5 minutes to go. 2-lap board is out. We'll see the white flag next go around for the 450C class. And Blake Broderick can finish off with the bang here. That's cool for him on the number 60 machine.
A nice drive home with the
10-3
with the win.
10-3-1 scores. So it's like the opposite. He just got better and better. 10-3-1. If he could have only gotten off that gate, put in a 2 or a 1 on that first moto, he could have challenged for the championship. But
it would have been right there.
You can go home with a smile if you're Blake Broderick with a moto win. So they'll see the white flag next time around. I'm sure they are. I'm sure Lance Geiss is happy to see that.
Yeah,
his dad will be like, what happened on that moto, man?
It's got to be a good feeling.
He didn't see you crash. He's like, man, you had a rough moto. Yeah, I crashed, man. So there is the 43. Who's that?
That is Chase Patton.
Chase Patton, yeah, he was up here earlier.
He got 5th in the second moto. He went 8-5.
So Patton's got some work to do. We're just following along with the number 43 of Chase Patton. He's not even in our top 10. So the white flag will come out this go around 450C class. This is race number 8, race number 9, 250B limited up next. There is the 14 of Geiss. He is pulled out from the 61 of Justin Burge. And if I had to guess, I bet he's trying to make a run at Blake Broderick first, just because.
Yeah, it's pretty big gap still. I don't know if he's got the 7 seconds.
He just made up 2 seconds that go around. It's down to 5. But let's don't tell him that. Like, man, there's no way you can catch him. Just stay there.
No, just
be cool. No reason to hurt yourself.
If he stays there, he's going to get the title locked in.
Easily. Past the mechanics area, there goes Geiss. Your leader's already cleared it. Blake Broderick now heads to the long short chute that takes you into the 10 Commandments. And there is a shot of the 10 Commandments. That's the number 61 of Burge. Got the goggles
that
off.
was the number 81.
Okay, he's a lap down.
Yeah.
Then. So the 81, I thought something was up whenever the goggles are hanging from your arm.
Garrett Blakeney, 13-7 moto scores. Must have had a tip over or something and just fogged up goggles or...
Fogged up goggles.
Oh, it's the worst.
Happens a lot at night races. There's the number 14 of Lance Geiss. One more time around. He's got about a half a lap to go. He's going to go 1-1-2, working on a championship. And he's kind of close.
Yeah, he's reeled him in quite a bit.
He has cut a lot of time off of that lead. It was 5 seconds. It's probably closer to 3.5.
He makes any mistakes, it could be on for the last lap.
There's Broderick up and over that big tabletop there through the big rollers. And it looks like he's going to have this thing under control. Middle part of the racetrack, you can pick up Broderick on the number 60 machine.
He's got still a pretty decent gap. Lance looks like he just about had a bobble.
There's the big tabletop. One more time around, a couple turns to go, and Blake Broderick will get the race win. Led just about every moment of this race, so congratulations. He will have a nice little smile on his face. He will go 10-3-1 to get second place overall. So a 10th place, think about that. You got a 10th, you're still in the hunt for a podium. And there it is. That'll do it. He'll get that moto win. That feels good, the 450C class, but there it is. The sweet sounds at 125. The champ is here. Lance Geiss wins that one. And we're looking for Justin Burge. There he is, giving that signature rev when they come across the stripe. That's going to do it here from the tower. Thanks for jumping in here with us, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, anytime.
We'll shut these down, and we'll get ready to, unfortunately, listen to Jason Wygant as he talks to our winners.
Well, this is awesome. Head on up. I'll meet you there. Getting a panic rev from some buddies that are proud of this moment. Let's hear it for Blake Broderick. Taking a gold, taking the Moto win. How's that feel?
Great.
How'd you pull it off? Tell me about your race.
Had a great hole shot. I think I was like second. Thought I was going to get pinched off, but just held it and stayed smooth. That last lap, just trying not to make some mistakes the whole time, but felt really good.
Awesome. Who do you want to thank, Blake?
My mom, my dad, grandma, grandpa, Dakota Concepts, Hydraulic Solutions, my sister, All Out Racing, Motocross Plus, Don Bisceglia, MX Training, and everyone else.
Let's hear it for Blake Broderick. We got to get Blake's bike off so we can bring the number 14 up. I'll talk to our third place finisher in the meantime while we do the switcheroo. Third place, come on up. Here, just right to the center there. Now we got it. It's Justin Burge, which we actually did get right all week. Proud of ourselves. How'd that moto go for you, Justin?
It was good. The track was smooth. The outsides were anyway, and that was pretty much my line choice the whole race. Arm pump like crazy, pretty much off second lap. Arm pump. But I kept going through it and was able to get third.
All right. Who do you want to thank?
I want to thank Good Mountain Sports for getting me here, Liat Moto for keeping me safe, SKDA for the awesome graphics, Callus Moto for keeping me looking fresh all the time, my mom, my dad, my girlfriend, everyone else, thank you so much.
All right, Justin Burge, third place. And we'll look for our second place finisher in the Moto. Made the math pretty easy, a really strong run, and more than enough to claim the championship. Let's bring him up. Got a lot of media over here. Let's hear it for Lance Geiss. Yeah, Lance, what was the pressure like here trying to get this thing done?
That moto was not, it was good but bad. Got a horrible start, and then two kids fell in front of me after 10 Commandments. And then make my way up to like third or second, and then my back end just totally missed the rut. But then got up quick, charged my way back up there, and then came away with the second.
Awesome. Now, yeah, that's good. Plus, you did it on the two-stroke. Did you hear people cheering? You got some fans because you're on this little machine.
Yeah, definitely way harder when they do the track prep before 450C on a 125, but yeah.
Oh, that couldn't stop you. That's impressive. Overcoming that. Who do you want to thank?
Jesus Christ for keeping me safe. Mom and Dad, Coach G for literally getting me here. Night Shield Lubricants, Unlimited Motorsports, High Five Reactors, FXR, Fine Tune Suspension, Black Diamond MX, Dunlop for giving me good traction, and everyone else forgot. Thank you so much.
There it is, doing it on the 125 and winning the 450C class. Let's hear it for Geiss, taking it. We're going to bring Tad from the AMA, and we will present the #1 plate in 450C. You also get a pair of Oakley sunglasses for a lucky lady in your life. One more time, hold up that #1 plate. Be proud, Lance Geiss.